The Weeping Portrait. Were those tears real? This painting dates back to around 1567. No one really knows who painted it. At first glance, it looks like any ordinary portrait. A young woman sitting quietly, her pale face turned toward the viewer. But then you notice something strange. Her eyes, the way the light catches them, the tears rolling down her cheeks, they don't look like paint. They look real. And the longer you stare, the more unsettling it becomes. Because you start to feel that she's not just looking at you, she's looking through you. Historical and symbolic context. In the late 1500s, the image of a weeping woman wasn't seen as sorrowful. It was spiritual. Tears symbolized the soul's weight, regret, or the inability to move on. But here, the tears don't represent redemption. They represent a curse. Legend says the woman in the portrait lost her lover during a plague. When the artist painted her grief, he captured more than emotion. He trapped her spirit inside the canvas. Some art historians even call it the cry of the soul, because the woman's tears seem to reappear every few decades, as if the painting itself is alive. Hidden details in the painting. When you look closely, there are 3 unsettling details most people miss. First, the tears. If you zoom in, each drop seems to hold a faint silhouette inside, almost like a tiny human face, frozen mid-scream. Second, a thin chain around her neck, barely visible, symbolizing the soul's attachment to the mortal world. And third, the shadow behind her. The light in the room comes from the left, but the shadow falls to the left too, meaning someone or something else was standing there when it was painted. The mystery and the curse. In 1923, the portrait resurfaced in an antique shop in London. A wealthy collector bought it and hung it in his study. 3 days later, he vanished without a trace. All they found was the painting, and people swear the tears on her face had multiplied. Since then, museums refuse to display it under direct light. And when someone tries to photograph it, the reflection always changes. Sometimes the woman is looking straight at the camera, and sometimes she's smiling. Final thoughts. Maybe the weeping portrait isn't just about grief or beauty. Maybe it's about the weight of emotion. How pain, when trapped, doesn't fade. It finds a new form. Perhaps that's what the artist did. He didn't just paint her. He kept her. And now, centuries later, she still cries. Not because of sorrow, but because she's still here.